When you first got the invitation to come to Broadway and do this, I mean, what was your first reaction?
No, I don't know. No.
This is Michael Major with BroadwayWorld. I am here with Ashley Graham, who is making her Broadway debut as Roxie Hart in Chicago the Musical on Broadway.
Roxie Hart.
I'm so excited for you. I mean, like, how are you doing right now?
I'm currently in this state. I'm okay because I'm not, I haven't done my full dress rehearsal yet. That's coming up in a couple of days. And I know I'm going to be so nervous on that day, but it's, you know, I'm going to get it out. I'm going to be okay.
Yeah, I mean, how have rehearsals been going so far? This is like probably such an exciting time for you. I'm sure somewhat of a big transition. Like, how has it all been?
Crazy transition in my life. So excited though, and the rehearsals have been grueling, but worth it. And I'm thankful for them too. Even on the hardest day where I'm like, okay, here we go, and we've got, you know, like the evening rehearsals already. I was like, oh my God, they're till 9 p.m. Why? Who put this on my calendar?
Yeah.
But it's worth it. And just a couple days ago, we had all of the put-ins, like the understudies come in, and I got to have like real people and not just my producers around. So that really like made it even more real.
Yeah. I mean, just like going way back to the beginning, what was your first, like, what are your first Broadway memories? Like, do you remember your first Broadway show? Like,
Yes.
What, did you grow up with theater?
First Broadway show that I ever saw was Les Mis. My mom and dad took me to see that. Yeah, that was like,
Iconic.
it was iconic, it was intense, and I grew up enjoying theater, like being in the classes. I never got any parts though. When I was very, very, very young, like middle school, my mom put us in, me and my sisters in theater, and I was C-3PO in a Star Wars play. And then I was Gaston's right-hand man in Beauty and the Beast. So, you know, I was an extra.
Come a long way. Yeah. I mean, and now you are Roxie. I mean, when you first got the invitation to come to Broadway and do this, I mean, what was your first reaction?
No, I don't know. No. And then I thought, yes, I have to do this because this is such a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I have the time to put in for the rehearsals. I have the energy to be able to do it, and I feel really grateful that at this point of my career, I'm able to be able to do something that feels completely different than my day job.
Yeah, totally. I mean, tell me about your Roxie. How did you kind of approach her? What have you been liking about her so far? Like, tell me what we can expect.
I really took some time to get to know her, and when I started writing down in my journal, like who I really felt like Roxie was, I realized we have a lot more in common than I thought. Because at first I kept having this negative connotation. She's a narcissist. She's out for all she can get. You know, she's a killer. Even though she says, I'm not a criminal. Yeah, I shot him, but I'm not a criminal. It's like, well, she's not. She was just really upset that this guy who was gonna maybe give her this whole opportunity just bounced on her. And he tried to leave. He wasn't successful. But what I realized is that she got told no so many times in her career, and that's the same thing that happened to me. And she used those no's, she turned them into yeses, and it may not have been the way that she thought it was going to be to get to her vaudeville moment, but she got there eventually. And that's really what I've pulled in from my own career, is the no's. And you know, you don't look a certain way, you don't act a certain way, and maybe you're not giving the same show, like Roxie's show, but it's there, and it's in me, it's in her, and that's what I'm bringing.
Love it. I mean, and just going off of that a little bit, there are so many people who are so inspired by you, that look up to you as a role model. When they come to see this, even if it's, you know, their first Broadway show, their 50th Broadway show that they've seen, what do you hope that they take away from seeing you up in a leading role on Broadway?
Well, I always hope that people are inspired, right? Because that's what I dream to do, is just to continue to just inspire anyone. But I just hope they have fun. Every time I've watched Chicago specifically, I've had a blast. I've giggled, I've laughed out loud, I've cringed, and I think that's what the show is. Like, now more than ever, even the ending scene, Velma and Roxie thank the whole audience for being there for them because of how America is today. And it really brings back this perspective of, wow, how many, almost 30 years ago the show was written, and how it's so similar to everything that we're going through now. And I hope it's an uplifting and also feel good show that they get to see.